Where is this guy?
Hello? Hello, hello?
Hold on. Do you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. No, we're good. We're good, bro. We're good.
Good. Okay, cool. We're good.
I
We're
mean,
good.
the audio is good. We're not good.
Oh, the audio is good. We're not good?
We're not, especially after that, bro. And I'm not even trying to, like, we'll get into it, bro.
I thought you were just talking to me because you missed me.
You know what? In a weird, twisted way, I kind of did, bro.
It's not weird. There's nothing weird about it. It's totally and completely normal.
In a twisted way, kind of a little bit.
There's nothing twisted about it. It's completely normal.
Dude, don't try to get me in your good side, bro. This is like war.
Okay, you know what? I won't get you on my good side. Here's how I'll start this off.
Yeah. What's up,
so that you're not on my good side. So we can really kind of get into this. Okay. Who was right about the Tory verdict?
Okay. All right, dude. Nothing was proven in a court of law. Okay.
No. Who was right about it?
Where's the DNA evidence?
Who was right about it?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Yeah, I don't know. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for him. I'm not gonna lie.
Who was the right one?
Okay, congratulations, dude.
I'm not even the one that brought it up last time. You brought it up so confidently, and you were like, "This fucking idiot, this fucking loser, he doesn't know shit."
Again, no. What was proven? I'm not even gonna argue this because I think he might have done that shit. But, bro,
he literally apologized for it at this point.
Okay, dude, that's
okay. Let's talk about this album.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
I heard you talking before I got on, and look, I will say, obviously, our standards for Drake differ, but I won't disagree with the general assessment that this may in fact be like a top 4 Drake record.
Okay, so you gave Nothing Was the Same the exact same rating of 5.
I suppose I did, but in the general Drake pantheon, that's a highly regarded album, and Take Care is probably taken a bit more seriously, and
which you gave that a 6, which you also gave Her Loss a 6. So my
point
is these are
one
classic
songs you're playing one of my favorite tracks off of If You're Reading This before I came on too. With Drake, in regards to me, I think my scores ebb and flow along the same kind of trajectory that a lot of people do. Just with me, you need a little bit of a handicap. You know, when it's a Fantano score and it's a Drake review, you add 3. You know, I think you're at, if you're a Drake fan, just take whatever score I've done for a Drake record, you add 3.
So what you're telling me is this. You're telling me that you subtract points because it's Drake. That's what you're saying without saying it.
I don't subtract. No, I'm not telling you I subtract points because it's Drake. I'm telling you should add points because it's Drake when it comes to one of my reviews. Because I think I generally...
What the fuck am I hearing?
I think I don't enjoy Drake as much as a lot of Drake fans do, because there are certain things he does or he says that, across all of his projects, that for me are just non-starters, are just a huge turnoff. And maybe for Drake fans, either that stuff you guys might like, or maybe you look past it or it doesn't factor as much for you.
No, because all I heard was you say, yeah, no, dude, whatever my score is, it's really at 3. That's really what it really is.
I'm not saying it's really at 3, because this is all fucking subjective opinion.
It is, but then it crosses over from subjective opinion.
There's no objective score of a Drake record.
No, but hold on a second.
Drake record.
There's subjective opinions, and then there is you just spewing utter nonsense once again, which I get it. You're literally getting paid to do it. I would do the same thing. You are making money spewing nonsense on the internet.
Wait. You're telling me I would do the same thing as if that's not what you do? Is that not
you
what you
think
do?
that's what I'm doing? I don't review music. You do this. No, you spew this horseshit.
You didn't say reviewing music. You said spewing bullshit. Is that what you said?
Okay, dude, if you want to hold that Tory thing over my head forever, fine, bro. I don't know what you want to do.
I was saying that you spew bullshit on other topics, probably.
Okay, so probably. You have no evidence. I have evidence because I've watched all your Drake reviews.
I don't have evidence because I don't watch enough of your streams. That's
now you're insulting me. So now it's went from insulting Drake to now you're insulting me. So what do you enjoy?
insulting you. It's just not my content preference. That's all.
Okay, so you don't watch me. You don't listen to Drake. I want to know what you do in your free time.
I do listen to Drake. I have to listen to Drake. I review it.
No, you don't. What do you? You don't listen to Drake, bro.
I do listen to Drake.
Okay, what do you? Okay, what's your what's in your rotation of songs?
I may not Drake and drive, but I listen to Drake. Okay, I love some. If You're Reading This Is Too Late. There's my favorite Drake project. I just re-reviewed that project on my TikTok page, and I had to listen to it again. I thought it was great.
I'm glad that you brought up Drake and Drive, because guess what?
What?
For All the Dogs might be a top 2 Drake and Drive album, bro. I've already listened to it front and back 4 times in the car.
Okay.
I took it at night. I took it during the day.
And did you end up at your ex's house?
I did. We're now together, but she was my ex at some point.
Yeah, but the restraining order kept you from going in the house, right?
Well, that's okay. That's unnecessary, but
okay, I'm sorry.
No. What I'm saying is, you want to talk about? I love how it's become a big joke, this Drake and Drive thing. This is an international thing that people do. I know that you didn't hear about it, but this is a known thing.
I'll admit you exposed me to it. You turned me on to that.
No, yeah, good.
Yeah. So are we going to talk about the material on this record or not? We're going to talk about what's on the album.
Dude, I'm waiting. Yeah, I want you to start. I want you to go ahead.
Okay. Let's start with the opener, Virginia Beach. You were just playing that a few minutes ago. I'll say you already know from the review if you were paying attention, but personally, love that track. I think it's a great opener.
Yeah. I think it's a top tier Drake intro. I think I almost get like I personally, when I hear it, I get kind of a sadness vibe too. Like it's kind of like I don't know. It sounds like Drake's a little upset. It sounds like he's sad. Which it would make sense.
It's a moody track, but one thing I'll say about it is like the thing about I love about this track is it does not, and this is the issue that I had with Honestly Nevermind. It does not sound like he's just improvising or trying to riff his way through this track. Like there are actually catchy melodies on this song that it sounds like he worked on, and that lean into me like little refrain is solid, and it's catchy instantly. So I bet you remember.
I love how the guys.
I bet if I asked you to sing that part, you'd sing it.
Oh, dude, I can sing a lot of this. Shit,
but that's good. That's good.
But I could also sing a lot of Honestly Nevermind.
The record's catchy. That you actually remember the melodies when you turn it off.
Yeah.
And that you could sing them.
That's Honestly Nevermind. I remember we talked about this. Has your opinion on Honestly Nevermind changed at all?
I have not gone back to it, honestly.
Oh
I've
my
had no
God.
interest.
See, this is what
no
I'm
interest in
doing,
going back to it.
I
have gone back to numerous tracks on her Lost though. Well, I love Rich Flex.
Yeah, I think from what I'm gathering then is you don't like when Drake is in his feelings. You more so like Drake rapping and
we'll get into that.
Yeah.
We'll get into that because there are numerous tracks on this thing where he's in his feelings and I love it.
Okay.
And he's in his feelings on this intro and I love it.
Okay. So what about the next song?
Amen. I love that one too. Have you looked up into Tizo Touchdown's music at all?
I actually listened to
been endorsing him and supporting him. Have you gone into his stuff at all?
I listened to his recent album. My favorite song on there. Anyone who's heard it, I love the song Neighborhood. I love what he does in that song. I don't know if you've heard this.
Neighborhood's great. I've heard the whole record and
you've heard it. Okay. He's cool.
I like that record a lot. I like Mood Swings and I love that track where it's just kind of like the sex anthem. That track's pretty fun.
Yeah. No, he's very talented. I guess he's someone was telling me about him. I guess he's kind of like underrated. Like he's been doing this for a while, but he's never really got mainstream. I don't know. But he's really talented. It sounds like. I mean.
Yeah, no, for sure. And like that track's a little short, but I like Tizo's contributions to it. I like the gospel touches and the instrumental, and I think Drake's rapping on it is solid. I wish there was a little bit more to it, but I think it's a good track. I think it's a good one.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so let's talk about Calling for You. Now, I got to ask you, you actually like this track?
So if we're ignoring the middle part,
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't
track,
fucking ignore like the longest part, is it not?
it is. But I'm gonna say this, okay? If
Okay.
any other artist, if Kendrick Lamar had this exact thing thrown into the middle of a song, you'd be sitting in front of the camera, shamelessly saying, "This was genius. This artistic style. I love this take on new age. This is what you'd be doing."
I'm going to leapfrog. See, here's the thing. I'm going to leapfrog what you said here.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, Kendrick has done even weirder fucking shit than this. Kendrick literally has a song where they're fucking arguing for 5 minutes.
I know.
So it's like,
and you eat that shit up.
That's even weirder than this. To me, this isn't weird. It's just pointless. There's not even a message or a reason for it.
But like that's
it's never mind the fact that it's like not catchy and it's a little odd or it's kind of out there or whatever. Kendrick's done weirder shit.
But my thing is this: you gotta look at it.
That it's weird, that it's not catchy, or that it's not whatever. It's not anything. It's just pointless.
No. But this is okay. Let me. I'm gonna try to give you. Think about this in this perspective for a second. Like, open your mind to this for 1 second. All right. Okay. If you really paid attention to this album, and like I said, I've listened to it 10 times front and back. Right. If you've really listened to this, what Drake is talking about. And I don't know if it's one girl or a series of girls. I don't know. But he's talking about, especially in the Bahamas thing, oh, you ruined my Bahamas trip, this. Right. What he's putting in this. What?
Haley's the one who fucked up the Bahamas trip.
What he's, basically what I think that part is just showing like an ungrateful girl or a girl who's like, you know, whatever, like the girl who he's describing in other songs too, like that's her, in my opinion. Like that kind of how I mean, listen to what she's saying in the thing. You might just be like, oh, it's just nonsense.
For sure, she's conceited and she seems like a little ungrateful, you know, to sort of, you know, like, oh, we're gonna eat this again, and that, you know, it's complaining, it's annoying. But
she's
the thing is, like,
complaining that they're on coach. She's complaining that they had a chef giving them the. Oh, you're mad about that. Yeah.
No, it's true, but here's the thing: it's like I can't really imagine Drake around any other girl.
Well, what does that mean? You know? What does that even mean?
Because I feel like any other girl wouldn't be a point of inspiration for him to write about. Like if he was just in a normal relationship with somebody who wasn't like that, like, you know.
All right, let me ask you this: do you think that Drake has not tried to? This is the same
exact kind of woman that he writes about all the time.
But my thing is, I feel like maybe that's what they turn out to be, though, bro. Like, you don't, like, I feel like maybe he has tried to settle down with a girl.
They start good, but then they turn into that?
Who knows, bro? People's true, you know, like, when when you're first talking to a girl, you don't see all the red flags. You don't see all this shit. I'm telling you, I think a lot of the girls he deals with end up being the same, you know, kind of girls, bro. And I don't even think it's his fault, bro. People are like, oh, why is he talking to 25-year-olds? Or why is he talking? What do you want Drake to do? Go find a 40-year-old? What the fuck do you want Drake to do? He's Drake.
I mean, listen, I don't care personally if Drake is dating someone who's, as long as they're of legal age and it's consensual or whatever. But I mean, you know, if you're looking, I guess here's the thing. If Drake's prime points of like complaint or unhappiness with these women who he's dating is that they complain and they're in their phones all the time and they're mature and they're immature and they're ungrateful and they're this and they're that and they don't appreciate anything. I mean, those are all kind of hallmarks of not really having that much experience or perspective. So I mean, you know, in that sense, yeah, maybe he should, you know, date somebody who's 40. And again, not because it's inherently wrong to date people who are 25, but if he's constantly dealing with what he sees are these problems, you know, that are coming up again and again and again, that might come with a lack of experience or, you know, sort of like appreciativeness.
Yeah, and that could apply to the 20-something-year-olds.
Maybe somebody who has more experience.
But we don't know who he's... Dude, you don't know who he's dated. I don't know who he's dated. He could have been dating girls his age. He could have been dating 30-year-olds.
I'm not making a claim on who he's dating. I don't know who he's dating. I didn't say I did.
I think my point is that a lot of these songs can apply to different girls. Like, it's not even about just one exact girl. I don't know. I think that I don't know, dude. Would you, if Leonardo DiCaprio is doing this shit, I feel like nobody has a problem with that. But Drake does it. Oh, now people
are weird when he does it too. But I mean, you know, and look, and not to say that it's like, again, I don't think it's inherently wrong. I guess here's the thing. I guess here's my thing with, like, you know, that sort of age gap. I don't think it's an inherently wrong thing, but some people are attracted to that age gap because, especially if you're like a celebrity or something like that, maybe you're attracted to the power dynamic there. You know what I mean? You're looking for somebody who you can wow with your money and you're this and you're that. And the thing is, like, if you're bringing in people and you're attracting them on those sort of, like, you know, the word I want to say is like, on those expectations, and you're kind of like, you know, setting the groundwork in that way, like, things are probably going to go bad. You know,
thing is,
things
what
are probably going to go awry. You know, you're going to be with somebody who's with you for your money and your status, and that's not, you know, that's not conducive to a good long-term relationship.
So what girl then? Because 99.9% of girls will be wowed by the money and whatever Drake has to offer. They will be, bro. That's not normal. So, like, who should he be with?
Like, but the thing is, there are independent women out there who are, maybe they own their own house and they make a salary and maybe they're successful in the entertainment or the business industry or whatever, you know? Like, Drake probably has access to untold amounts of women that you or I could only ever dream of. Like, for sure.
Even if they're millionaires, there's levels to this shit. Even if they're a millionaire girl, what Drake has is surpasses that shit, bro. So what I'm saying is, I think the argument that I'm saying is that any girl this could happen with any girl. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying with this.
Oh, okay. Listen, like, there are women out there who aren't wowed by celebrity.
Who?
Like,
who would
listen,
not, bro? What girl, bro?
And about Drake.
Yeah.
I've dated women who, you know, who look at what I do and see that I have a lot of attention on what I do. Not all women are obsessed with celebrity or find Drake impressive because he's famous and rich and so on and so forth.
But
my point is, like, some guys are attracted to or are addicted to creating relationships like that because it allows them to just kind of, like, skate through it. They don't have to, like, put in effort, do this, do that, do the other thing, because the fame does the work. The attraction to the money does the work. The what I can provide for you does the work instead.
Do you know what this is what it is? Drake's perspective is different. This is, no offense to you. You just said you did it. His perspective is different than you, me, anybody. It's a very unique perspective because there's no way that Drake or anyone who's at that level, anyone who's that, you know, could know if someone genuinely fucks with them or not, can find somebody who's not going to care about that, because every girl, no matter what, in some degree will care about that you have $1 billion or you fucking have this. So it's like you're trying to relate to it, or people are trying to relate to shit that you can't even relate to because it's some shit that just he's dealing with. I'm sure, like, the fucking Weeknd could relate to it, or like someone else that high celebrity, you know what I mean? But we don't really know what that feels like. No one really knows what that's like, because even if you found a girl who's a normal girl, doesn't care about that, she'll be like, oh wait, you're Drake though, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe
look, let's go back to the music, because
we're getting off topic. We're getting off topic.
Look, listen, I get your point that, you know, and listen, I understand the themes of the record and the type of relationship that he's describing throughout the album.
Yeah.
You know, but I feel like throwing that section in there for as long as it lasts, and on top of it with 21 Savage not really reinforcing it all that well, I just think it's, you know, it's one of those examples of what I've said earlier that you have contended with on previous conversations that we've had like this. Sometimes Drake gives us a track that is not actually a fucking song. It's like 3 separate ideas that he just pieces together and then he just says it's a song, you know? And I just don't think it's cohesive. It's not well put together. It's like, again, it's like a jigsaw puzzle that he's just sort of forced together.
Dude, we'll move, we'll move on to the next song. But you literally, this is like probably the third time I've caught this where you just randomly will just call a song not a song. You've done this with many Drake songs. You're like, dude, that's not a song. How are you just gonna say something's not a song? Because it has a little...
Compare it to Virginia Beach and Amen. There's like a vast difference between those two tracks, how well they flow together, how cohesive they are, how focused they are musically and thematically, and whatever the fuck that thing is.
Okay. All right. Okay. Listen, that's not one of my...
Next two tracks, too.
Next two tracks. I mean, what do we got?
Okay, so let me ask you about this generally before we get into either of the tracks.
Okay.
What do you think about Drake trying this kind of rage sound, this Playboi Carti type sort of sound? Like, what were your feelings on that?
When I first heard it, I was kind of like shocked. I was like, oh shit, I didn't ever think that Drake would do that. But the more I heard it, especially Daylight, especially I Don't Give a Fuck, and the second half of Fear of Heights. The more I hear that, the more I kind of like it, and it's like a different style, but it's the same shit. If you're reading this too late, the shit that you like, right? Of him like, you know, rapping kind of like really confident or like really like I'm forgetting the word, but. I like when Drake's like aggressive. That's what it is. I like when he's like aggressive on a song where it's not just him just, you know, yeah.
No, I agree. I thought both those tracks hit hard. I thought he did really well on that sound with that vibe. It's not necessarily, you know, what people know him for, but I feel like he, you know, came through and brought like a quiet sort of, you know, aggression to it that worked. You know, I was kind of surprised at how much that he went for it, and then went for it again on another song. You know, I think you could argue, like, with there being so many tracks on the record, did he need to do it twice? Did he need to do it again with Yeet? We'll talk about that track in a little bit. But like, you know, for the most part, I think he did pretty good on these tracks. He complimented
with that style. You think that Daylight was that kind of style? Like
the Playboi Carti vibe sort of thing, yeah, absolutely. Like he dug into that shit twice with that track.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the end of Fear of Heights was, and I don't give a fuck. But even in that, I don't know. Daylight is kind of like what's that song on Scorpion? It's like one of the first songs. I don't know, but anyway.
No, I mean, again, with the bright synths and the very, and you know, the repetitive beat on there, and kind of, you know, again, like with those refrains of like "Shot him in daylight," like to me.
Yeah, I think it's like a nonstop. I think it's like this album's nonstop.
Really?
I think I don't see a Playboi Carti in that song. I mean, I don't know. I just see that style, but
well, you know, either way, I mean, regardless of where we think about where we think that's coming from. I like both those tracks. You know, they scratched a similar itch for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't hear the tracks, and like some other people I saw on Twitter saying, "Oh, Drake like is, you know, trying to sound young," or like these other things. Like, I think he's just doing like a style that's popular today, but I don't think he's trying to sound young.
I mean, on every record he always does, and you know, honestly, on a lot of albums where he does that shit. I don't think, you know, sometimes he succeeds, sometimes he doesn't. And I don't really have an issue generally with him going for whatever the hell you would call is like, you know, a young sound or something, because like for how many years has Drake and Drake sound like influenced the youth, you know? And at this point, like Drake has influenced either directly or indirectly this entire generation of rappers is coming up now. You know, he's just like reaping the benefits of that in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, and he still does influence these people.
It's sort of like why you wouldn't be surprised when, you know, Kid Cudi turns around and collaborates with Travis Scott. You know, Travis Scott loves Kid Cudi and is hugely influenced by Kid Cudi's music. And Kid Cudi's just like embracing that. And Drake is just embracing the fact that like there's so much about his sound. I think, you know, I think it's in a lot of ways this goes back to the Joe Budden thing that we've been kind of talking about, or not talking about, but like the internet has been talking about, which I don't know if you've sort of followed that very closely.
I mean, yeah, I heard it. I heard it.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not really surprised about the idea of Drake collaborating with younger artists and embracing younger sounds, because the thing is, like, what the fuck else is he supposed to do? Like, you know, the options are like, is he supposed to just stagnate forever and not try anything new ever? Number one, obviously that's a dumb idea and that shouldn't happen. And the thing is, like, the idea of embracing older sounds or older artists or his contemporaries doesn't really make sense either, because like a lot of the dudes who are around his age or older when he was coming up fucking hated him and gave him shit.
Yeah.
And hated everything that he did and everything that he tried and thought he represented, like, you know, the death of hip hop and blah 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 blah. So it's like, why the fuck would he turn around and collaborate with Joe Budden or any dude that kind of brings that sort of vibe or brings that sort of sound? Not only is that not the kind of thing I think his audience is looking for, but like that section of hip hop long ago completely rejected him and did everything that it could to prevent him from moving forward and advancing.
And also, so 95% of those people are not relevant today. Like, so
sure, yeah,
it's
no,
like
he outlasted them, you know. So it's like, you know, even though maybe to some guy like Joe Budden it looks weird for him to be collaborating with Yeet, you know, which again we'll talk about in a few minutes, but like to me that makes total sense. He's just trying to stay on top of what's new.
I'm glad that you're not shitting on that, because I was gonna have a real problem, because I know that you've said you want to see Drake try to expand, do other stuff. So I'm glad that you don't have a problem with that. But I feel like when you rate an album so low, it like lets it's almost like you are saying something like that.
We haven't gotten to my least favorite parts of the record yet. So let's, you know, I will say this Drake album is especially front loaded for me personally. Like, I think all my favorite moments really kind of come up in the first half. There are a couple tracks in the second half I like.
Okay.
But like, you know, I think a lot of my favorite moments really all kind of crop up in the first half. So maybe it sounds like I'm being super positive off the bat here, but you know, so you know, we'll get into the things I don't like sooner than later.
Gosh, okay.
But you know, look, I think it's cool that Drake sometimes he tries out a new sound and he doesn't hit with it. Sometimes he tries out a new sound and he does. I think in this case he, you know, for the most part he did. You know, I just but you know, before we sort of like top off the talk on that, because obviously there's also I Don't Give a Fuck, so you know we're going to be coming back to this in a second, but he decided to kind of sequence this album in such a way where he kind of gave you these two tracks with a similar vibe. Then he gets the First Person Shooter, which I'm guessing you loved that track, right?
I do. I like it. I like it a lot. It's not my favorite track though. I know a lot of people are saying this is the best song. To me, it's not the best song on the album, but I do like it, and I think it's like a cool, you know, J. Cole and Drake having a song together. If you've been following them since they started their careers, I think they have like one song that was like 10 plus years ago. So it's cool to see them both make a song together. It's cool. I like it.
Did you like they were, you know, on this track, I feel like Drake was actually doing what a lot of people sort of like are constantly up his ass to do. It's like, you gotta rap, bro. You gotta start rapping, man. And you know, I feel like he gave us that with this track.
So you like the track?
Yeah, no, I like the track. I think the track is great. I thought he had good chemistry with Cole. I thought Cole's lyrics kind of felt like a victory lap, considering how far they've both come since, like you were saying, since the last time they did a song together.
Yeah.
You know, I thought a lot of Drake's bars were very braggadocious, but funny too. I thought Drake was funny on the track in a good way. And and I think they picked a great beat for it too. I just thought it had big energy, big dick energy, and it went well.
Yeah, I don't understand, and we're talking about the Joe Budden shit again. I don't understand the criticism on that too. He almost was like, don't let J. Cole in your song, because he, like, I don't know if you heard that part, but he said like, he shouldn't have done that because J. Cole, I don't know. I don't understand why Joe Budden is like hating on everything, but whatever, dude.
You know, I mean, I don't take the, and you know I'm fairly critical of Drake. obviously, you know. But like, I don't take Joe Budden's opinion on it too seriously because I feel like his whole basis for it kind of started off with like a lie, and that lie being that like, man, there was a time when Drake was rapping for the rappers, which like never happened. Never happened. There was never a point in Drake's career where he was like desperate for the validation of like Joe Budden to the point where he was like changing the way his music sounded. You know, there were definitely pockets of his career where he was not happy with the fact that like, you know, this sector of hip hop was giving him so much shit, you know, but never at any point was he like, well, I'm going to change up my whole sound just to make these guys like my music. You know, he never did that. And there was never a point where like all these dudes like Joe Budden were like huge fans of him and we're like, yeah, this guy's amazing, this guy's awesome. Oh no, what happened? He used to be so lyrical. Oh no, you know, it's like, so he's kind of starting off his whole critique with like a description of a point in history that never occurred.
And people some people don't know that this dude Joe Budden dissed Drake. Like, he made diss tracks.
He's him and Drake have had tension for years. So for him to sort of like start this story and act like, yeah, there was a time when I really loved his music or loved this or loved that, doesn't quite make sense either.
Exactly, bro. Like, yeah, exactly.
Hey, listen, you know, I'll be consistent listen, I'm gonna tell you when I hated and not hated on Drake in the past, okay? And then you can go back and check the review and see that it's accurate. All right, so.
Dude, you can't say that while saying add 3 points.
Consistent. I remember the past with accuracy.
Dude, oh my God, what? Just, you know what, bro? Why couldn't you just rate the Drake, at least the classics, the way you rated the fucking Kendrick classics, bro? I don't get it, dude.
Here's the question I want to ask you. I remember the last time we talked, or maybe it was like the time before that, you were very kind of meh and not impressed with Yeat as an artist. And I remember your chat was like really getting up your ass about listening to Yeat. You gotta listen to Yeat. You gotta try out Yeat. I remember you were very like, you know, you didn't care. You weren't that interested. But now Drake is collaborating with him, and he sees something in him on some level.
Yeah.
You know, what did you think of this I Don't Give a Fuck track?
Well, first of all, I gotta stop you right there, because I still bump Rich Minions in a car. All right, I still bump it. So listen, there are Yeat tracks I don't like. There are Yeat tracks I do like. I think Rich Minions is fun. Listen, I'm just saying, in our conversation, and I'm not saying there's never been a Yeat track you didn't like, but I'm saying there seemed to be a bit of a disconnect between you not being as hyped up on Yeat as like a lot of people in your audience were. No, dude, listen. I like Yeat, but I'm not really like, his style of music is not really what I listen to. But there are a couple songs that I like from him. I don't know how to describe him. Like, he's kind of an art. Like, how would you, who would you like equate to a Yeat? Like, what's another artist like that, where it's like they have like a very distinguished sound, but it's like, I don't know.
I mean, look, either way. And this doesn't need to be a Yeat discussion. I just want to know how you feel about him on the Drake record, and how do you feel like Drake worked with him and sort of, you know, played into his usual vibe and sound? Because obviously, you know, as far as like the flow of the track, the beat that's on the track, this is very much a Yeat kind of track. And Drake is basically saying like, hey, bring your sound to my album.
Which is the right move. How do
you think it came together?
Yeah, I think it was good, because I saw people saying, oh, it's a Drake feature, like, because it's a Yeat song. I'm like, dude, it's better that Drake hops on a Yeat type of song than trying to bring Yeat onto a Drake type of song or something.
For sure.
Because that's not where he thrives. We know that Drake can do very well on a bunch of different sounds, different kinds of songs. So that's like, when you got someone like that, like Yeat, yeah, you want to have like a Yeat type of song on your shit. Not, throw Yeat in, You know, and that's what I was gonna say about the this is skipping ahead, but the Chief Keef feature, that could have been. I would have liked to see a different. I think his shit was like really short.
Yeah.
And kind of like, I don't know, but yeah.
Okay, but like, you know, listen, I'm not making a prescription there in terms of like how the song, you know, should it be more of a Drake track with Yeat on it? Should it be more of a Yeat track with Drake on it? Like, do you think they collaborated well? Did you like what Drake contributed to the track? Do you like the song on the album? Does it add to the record?
I like the song. I like the song now. When I first heard it, I was like, oh, what is this? After 10 times, I like it.
But like, also, I mean, I don't hate the track. It's not my favorite either. I'm just kind of on the fence with it. But there are some things about it that like really strike me as odd. Like
okay,
what did you think about that whole fucking intro with like kind of the new age synths and the lady singing and then the trumpet bit and then it kind of busts randomly into the fucking beat? Like, how did you take that?
Like, I like that kind of music, so like I like that intro.
But it's a very weird transition.
It is weird,
right,
and it almost
that.
It almost makes me. It almost made me be like, damn. I would have liked to see what would Drake have sounded like if this song continued, like if this.
No, me too, absolutely.
Yeah, so I think that's where it was kind of like weird, but like besides that, it's just. But again, I don't listen to every Yeat song or some like that. I don't know. Is it like random and then it cuts to? I have no idea. I haven't listened to all of Yeat songs.
Yeat songs do not usually have that kind of intro. They don't.
Okay, so this was just random then.
That was. Well, I mean, I know you already noticed, but like, you know, there's a lot of tracks on this record where there's like an intro that sounds nothing like anything else that happens after, or there's an outro that sounds like nothing else that happened before, and this is just kind of another one of those examples.
Yeah, but in this one, I don't mind. I don't mind this little break as much. Like I don't care for the Calling for You break. This break I don't care about. This is cool to me. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think I guess for me, like, you know, I wasn't as crazy about Yeat on the track. I thought Yeat's contribution to the track was okay. I liked, you know, I thought Drake was fine too. I thought in a way almost like Drake had to kind of like dumb himself down a little bit to make himself make sense on a Yeat song.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
He was almost like rapping under his capabilities just to be like, you know, if I do too much on this, it's not going to make sense, or maybe it won't, like, you know, complement the type of vibe. And you know, again, I'll say, like, I feel like in a way, Fear of Heights and Daylight kind of already scratched this itch for me. Mm-hmm. So Drake to come back again after First Person Shooter and do some semblance of it again didn't necessarily like make the record better, in my opinion.
And I gotta say this too, and this is something else that pissed me off when I saw it. I don't know if you go on TikTok a lot, but for some fucking reason, there's like a high quality like animation of Yeat and Drake. Have you seen this or no?
No.
It's Yeat and Drake, like in the studio, like it's Yeat's on the mic and Drake's behind him, and then it's the part where Drake kind of comes in a little early on the song where he's like money for fun, right? But they made the dude. Look this up. They made the animation look so just like fruity for no reason.
I said whatever I want.
Okay, all right.
I do whatever I want. I cut it up money for fun. You know, popping and purchase for fun. I'm fun. I said whatever I want. I cut it up money for fun. You know,
So they made Drake look a little fruity there
for no reason. It's just Drake. Let's make fun of Drake. This is what I mean, bro. This is why Joe Budden. This is why he's not gonna do like what you were saying, bro. He's not gonna fuck with these people who've been fucking roasting him and saying crazy shit. Anyway.
No, I get it. I mean, you know, in a way that's sort of like, you know, that goes back to like all the Rich Flex stuff.
Okay, bro. But if Kendrick did it, it'd be fire. If that was Kendrick and then his cousin doing it, it'd be fire.
I'm not making fun of it personally. You know, I like that track, and that I didn't see that as fruity, and that in solidarity with us both not seeing it that way, I tried to get you to repeat the lyrics of that song to me
That
and
is
we were together in a fun way, and you pretended like your mic was crapping out and you left.
If it was Baby Keem, can you do something for me? You would like it, bro. You would. If
I like Rich Flex. I do like it.
All right,
I like it.
That's fine. I'll believe you. I'll believe you, bro. I'll believe you.
I said that last time when we talked.
Money for fun. All right, I believe you, bro. I believe you.
Hey, Los, can you do something for me?
Yeah, I'll fucking walk out of the room, bro.
Why won't you say it? It's not fruity. It's fun.
Money for fun. All right, come on.
Come on, what?
Let's move on with the... There's a lot of songs we gotta get to here, man.
All right, okay. All right, 7969 Santa. I liked this one too. To me, this track felt like it was almost like a dream sequence in the middle of the album, and I felt like I was in Drake's mind, in like a weird spacey purgatory kind of place with Chief Keef samples playing in the background. I mean, it was a vibe. It was a vibe.
I liked it. I really liked it. I think to me that's top 3 in the album for me. Just because I like those kind of songs.
Really?
Yeah, I really like that one.
I find it interesting that you, again, that's top 3 for you. Would you say it's 3 or 2?
I would say it's 3 or 2, and I'll tell you my other ones as we get through this.
Okay. Is there? I wanna know.
Yeah.
Is there a certain bar or anything else about this track that stands out? I mean, I described the things about it that kind of stand out to me. Is there anything or a bar or anything about it that makes it a favorite for you since it's ranking so high?
I like the I like the Tizo part when he comes in and says the shit about the
Tizo part at the end is amazing. Yeah,
I like that. I like when an album feels like it's doing callbacks to shit and like, you know what I mean? Like, this is about the dog. I like all the dog sounds randomly and dog themed.
Did you like the radio parts?
Yeah. I like when an album is on theme. Like it's a fun listen. So yeah, I like that part. I like, that's why I like 7969. If it didn't have that part, I might not feel the same way. I don't know.
All right, did you like Slime You Out too when you first heard it?
So I like Slime You Out. I think that if we heard it within the flow of the album, I think it would have been better. Because it went number 1. A lot of people do like the song, but I feel like now though it's been a couple weeks, when you're listening to the album, you kind of skip it just because you're like, I want to hear everything else. But I think eventually I'll get back to like, that'll be, a song I let play through. But yeah, I do like the song, but it's long in the middle of the album when you've already heard it,
I suppose. I mean, I let it play through every time I've listened to the record, outside of when I did it on stream because we already heard it.
Yeah.
Mostly because like I think it's a highlight, and I just enjoy it musically. I enjoy some of the other moments here, so I'd rather just listen to that. I'd rather just play it through. I think SZA's contribution is great. I like the narrative tension between Drake and SZA. I think that it's great that she comes in on the track and he brings her in and she provides counterpoint to what he's saying.
I think what I mean when I say that is that I think I just wish that I didn't hear it until the album. I think that's what I'm saying.
Okay, and look, to an earlier point that we were talking about, and to sort of talk about the general themes of the record a little bit, I think as far as like exploring, fighting, arguing, relationship trauma, not getting along for X or Y or Z reason, wherever these things come from, this is a way more interesting way of exploring that and bringing it onto the record than like, let's throw in a however many minute audio piece of this, like, girl fucking talking about oxtail. You know what I mean?
So you're saying a girl's perspective and a guy's perspective on the same subject in a song. That's what you mean by, instead of just having a random clip. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, and look, it's not the only way to bring in this kind of theme, but I think it's a more interesting way of exploring it, and it's a way to explore it while also keeping it musical.
Okay. Okay.
As well. So that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, let's Bahamas Promises, which you referenced earlier.
Yes.
Is this a highlight for you?
Dude, this is number 1 for me right now.
Number 1?
This is that and 8 a.m. are tied. Dude, I fucking love Bahama Promises. I love it, bro.
would. You would love Bahamas promises.
Dude, what does that mean? Dude, no, because you're looking at it. I was trying to tell the chat earlier. You're looking at it like, oh, why is Drake oh, you ruined my Bahamas trip. That's not what he's saying, bro. Think about if you finally get to go on a vacation, you're going on a trip, you want to relax, you're away from work, whatever. And now you got a girl who's annoying, ruining your vibe, ruining the trip. This is a real thing that happens, bro. And it happened to him, and it's a relatable thing. But you're looking at like, oh my God, Drake's whining about his Bahamas trip. Dude.
Because he is.
He's not whining. He's like, dude, fuck you. You ruined my Bahamas trip. Fuck you. Like, why is that so hard to comprehend? Like,
it's not even hard to conceive. It's just funny. It's just funny because it's like, how am I supposed to say? How am I or anybody supposed to sit here and feel bad for Drake's Bahamas trip getting ruined?
See, this is the problem. This is the problem.
You go to the Bahamas year round.
No. Here, I'm glad you said this.
If some bitch is ruining your Bahamas trip,
well,
you could pack her in a fucking
you can't if you're with her. Okay, dude,
stay for a week in the Bahamas.
This is what I mean. This is where it's people look and go, oh, dude, oh, you're rich, you're this, you're that, oh, boo-hoo, right? That's like a thing that you're basically doing to Drake when, dude, at the end of the day, he referenced it in the fucking song with J. Cole. He's just a guy in the studio. This is a regular human. He's trying to enjoy his time in the Bahamas. And what happens? You got some annoying girl ruining the fucking trip,
who he brought there.
He did, but she broke her pinky promises with him.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing though. Like, chances are, this was not the first time this girl was annoying on the Bahamas trip.
Okay.
If somebody to me is annoying before a Bahamas trip, they're most likely going to be annoying on the Bahamas trip.
No, but it's not just annoying. If you've been
on trips, you know that, like, you know, that shit tends to create tension with certain people.
No, you know? And I get that. And if you listen, you've talked about your dating history and whatnot, right, dude? You know. You don't plan for a fight. You don't plan for something to go wrong. You don't plan. Yeah, oh, you could have hatched in the past, but maybe it's going better now. All of a sudden, this shit could go fucking south. And then that is what I'm telling you. The shit, and on a vacation is the worst possible place where this could happen, bro. Because there is no escaping. You can't pack someone up, send them out of the Bahamas. You're there with her, bro. You gotta work through that shit. Just like anyone else. So,
you know, I don't think he has to.
I mean,
he can get her another hotel room.
Okay,
he can get another hotel room. He's Drake. You don't got to deal with anybody that you don't want to.
Okay, so you have a relationship with someone.
Like, he's not married to her.
So you're dating someone for 6 months. You can just pack them up. Yeah, fuck you. Go in another room.
If somebody with me, if somebody is so annoying that they would do that they would ruin my Bahamas trip, I wouldn't date them for 6 months.
But you don't know that until the Bahamas trip thing happens. You don't know that.
You do if they're super annoying before the Bahamas trip.
I mean, I guess, but it could be, you know, something goes wrong, and then now you see the true colors. You never know.
But look, if someone was like, listen, if somebody was really fucking up my Bahamas trip, here's me. If someone was really fucking up my Bahamas trip, I'd say, fuck you, go back to the hotel room, or, you know, listen, I'm gonna distance myself from you, and I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my Bahamas trip by myself.
Okay, what if you went wanting to enjoy it with the person you're with?
I mean, that's unfortunate. That, you know, that's something that I wanted, but like, plans change if people like turn out to be toxic.
Yeah, you're so, dude, this is not real emotion. That's not human emotion. Dude, you'd be disappointed. You'd be disappointed.
There are other women in the Bahamas.
Are you, dude? Get the fuck. Yeah, you're gonna go pick up women in the Bahamas. You'd be fucking upset, bro. You'd be upset.
Listen, it depends on how much emotional investment I had in the person before I brought them to the Bahamas. Which personally, there would have to be a lot.
Yeah, but that's
like,
for you and for us, like, not for Drake. Drake could be like, yeah, let's go.
Like, You say 6 months. I'm not even sure if I would bring someone to the Bahamas after 6 months. It would have to be quite a while.
No, and that's true. But we're talking about Drake.
We are.
He has a plane,
Yeah,
bro.
and that's the thing, because he has. Listen, a Bahamas trip is not a mortgage payment for him, so he can just like, if he's dating someone after 2 months, he'd be like, "Fuck it, let's go to the Bahamas."
Yeah.
Before I know you're stupid and annoying, and then I bring you on my Bahamas trip, and then you ruin it.
Yeah.
So I think in that instance he only has himself to blame.
So that's your okay. So your problem with the track is that Drake has no one else to blame but himself. Don't ignore the music, ignore the melody, ignore everything. Dude, Drake, you have nothing. This is your fault.
And listen, here's the thing. My other gripe with the track is that it's one of these, like, R. Kelly style rant R&B, type songs where it's like there's not even a tune to it. He's just like kind of singing his way randomly through a story. And it's not even a good story. It's about some bitch that you shouldn't have been dating ruined your Bahamas trip. Who cares? Who fucking cares?
That's his life. He's talking about his life.
Bahamas trip. And that's the other first mistake that he made there. You should have never brought Haley to the Bahamas.
Okay, now we're trying to be funny. That's
because
fine,
the thing
bro.
is, there's already 50 other guys making 6 figures plus a year bringing a Haley down the Bahamas. Like, don't do it. It's just a bad move.
What if he loved her, bro?
Okay, let's talk about the next track.
See, now it's out of the realm of possibilities that Drake could love. All right, let's go, bro.
Yeah. All right. Tried our best. I love this one.
Yes.
This one's great.
Yes.
This is a top 3 track for me.
Yes. Why do you like it?
I think it's just got a great tune. I think he's actually, again, he's caring about the vocal melodies, the great vocal performance. It's a good song structure. And, again, it's actually a compelling story about, trying your best in a relationship. And obviously, despite your best efforts, things kind of go to shit anyway.
Yeah.
And, again, I think it's just a straightforward story. It's good storytelling. And, it's a great tune all around. Drake is in his R&B bag, like I said in the review on this track.
And I think if I had not, because I got the leak of this song like months ago, and it was actually this exact song. Like, he didn't really, I don't think he changed anything. And when I first got it, I was playing that every day. Like, so this is another one. If this was the first time I was hearing this, I would be like even more fucking excited. And it's still a great song. Like, I'm glad that now I can have this on my Spotify, Apple Music and shit, and not have to play it off, a random, downloads app that I have. So I might have to redo my top 3. This is actually a great song.
Yeah, no, if the song is not in your top 3, it should be.
Facts.
I think it's one of Drake's best songs, or at the very least one of his best songs that has more like an R&B angle to it.
I heard you say that this is a top 10 Drake song.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, no, I think it's a great track. And again, I don't mind Drake getting emotional. This track is great.
Okay.
The Screw the World interlude is cool. I thought that was a great beat, a good tribute as well. He sometimes will throw a little interlude in the midst of a record this long, and that one's cool.
Yes.
Drew Picasso, felt a little bit to me like a Bahamas Promises moment. Again, it's like, an R&B rant kind of cut, and I think it's okay. And look, Bahamas Promises, I don't hate it. I just think it's a little funny, unintentionally.
Yeah.
And, drags on a little bit. Drew Picasso also kind of drags on for me a little bit. I wish it was a little bit more straightforward as a tune. But I don't have super strong feelings for or against it. Do you have strong feelings for or against it?
Drew Picasso's top 3 on the album, bro.
Okay, so what is your top 3 looking like right now? Is it Tried Our Best, Bahamas Promises, Drew Picasso?
You know what? It changes every minute because there's so many great songs in this album, bro.
Boy, but 8 a.m. in Charlotte's in the top 3, though.
8 a.m. in Charlotte is, and we'll get to even another 1 or 2 that are also in my top 3, But I got right now. I have about 9 songs in my top 3.
You have a conception of the number 3. You can't have 6 songs in your top 3.
I got about 9 songs in my top 3 right now. Why is that funny?
It's a top 9.
Why is that funny?
You're fucking telling me earlier about what I can and can't do in terms of like a Drake opinion or Drake review. You have fucking 9 songs in your top 3.
It's meaning that I have 9 that are a top 3 potential. Yeah. I don't know why that's insane. I mean,
I'm sorry. That's funny. That's just funny. Like, okay.
All right, where are we at right now?
Listen, why don't you expand it to a top 5 and actually think about what's really in there?
No, by the end of this, I'll have an actual top 5. But when we get to the end of the track list, I'll have a 5.
Okay. At the end of this, we'll really have top 5 of your top 5 favorite songs.
Yeah, I will. I will have the top 5.
Okay, I'll try to think of that too. Okay, all right. So Drew Picasso's top 3 for you. Why?
Dude, I just like when Drake does this type of song. Like you
just like when he's like just rambling on. You just like a Drake ramble.
It's not a ramble. There's like little. Hold on, I gotta play the part that I like.
Too many reasons why.
Come on, man.
Too many reasons why.
Come on, bro. Yeah, dude.
Dude, that's the sauce.
Listen, man, Kendrick's not doing that. All right. Kendrick can rap. Drake can rap. Drake can sing.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
So again, is it a certain mood about it? Is it a melody singing? Is it just the content of the song? Like, why is it top 3?
For me, it's everything on that one. For me, it's everything. The content, what he sang, and then also the melodies. Like, it's like the perfect combination, and that's why. And I have that with Bahamas Promises. Like, it's that kind of vibe for me.
Yeah, I mean, both those songs kind of bring almost like, almost like again, I'm kind of like going on about a narrative like R. Kelly. I don't have like a super strong song structure in mind. It's more about the story. It's more about just the vibe I'm bringing. I get it. And I know where it comes from. And I know what he's doing with it. Am I as on the edge of my seat with it personally when I hear Drake do it? Not necessarily. And I feel like, again, I don't hate the song. I'm not in love with it either. I think it's fine.
Does that have to do with what Drake is talking about? Like, if it was a different subject, you would?
On this particular song, no. I wouldn't say it has anything to do with the content on this one.
Okay.
I just, sometimes when I feel like the song isn't, and this isn't always the case for every artist, but I feel like sometimes with Drake, when I feel like the song isn't necessarily progressing to any point in sort of like a clear, concise way, I'm just like, ugh. Can we go somewhere? But like, are we driving the speed limit? What's the destination? Whereas, like, I feel like that sort of thing with him. You just soak that in. You're like, let's just hang here. I'm fine with hanging here. This is my vibe. This is my place.
I got a question.
What?
This is a random question.
Okay, yeah, shoot.
What do you think about the song "Folding Clothes"?
I'm not crazy about that one.
So, this is a little point I want to make, and I'm not even saying that you were making this point, but a lot of people who have been hating on this album, the Joe Buddens and the trolls online, whatever.
Are they bringing that track up?
Not bringing that track up, but when people have tried to talk about the more life, day-to-day shit in life, and the my wife and kids and the folding clothes and your favorite artist, Chance the Rapper, right? They've all been clowned.
Chance the Rapper? What the fuck are you talking about?
I know how much you like the Big Day album, and I'm saying all the people who are saying that, they're like, oh, dude, we want to hear. Dude, you don't want to hear that because people have done this, and you shit on it, bro. You literally shit on people really talking about real life shit like that when it has to do with
I don't. Well, listen, again, I think you're projecting onto me. I don't hate that the song is about average, everyday stuff. I don't hate that the song is about regular day shit.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm not saying you. This was a point I was just making in general.
Okay.
Okay, so next after Joe Picasso.
Listen, I think there's ways of going about that content. There's ways of not, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's a big point of debate here.
I know I was making a joke about Chance the Rapper shit and the Big Day whatever. If you listen to that album right now, tomorrow do this. Please do this tomorrow. Go listen to that album from the start. Don't listen to Hot Shower. Listen to the album. Guarantee you'll like the album, bro. I actually guarantee you'll like the album. That song, and it's a very rare occurrence, but one song could actually ruin an entire album, bro. And that was a very rare occurrence that did. I'm telling you right now, anyone in here, same shit. Go listen to that, bro. You might think, oh, dude, it's so ass. Go actually listen, bro. For real. But anyway, go ahead.
I'll keep an open mind.
Yeah.
Members only. Did you love Members only?
I love when Drake and Party Next Door do a song. I love this song, but my worst line ever for Drake is in this song, so it automatically gets a little.
I got to hear this. What is Drake's worst line? Is it worst line ever, or just worst line on this record?
Worst line I've ever heard him say.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, what is it? Is it the "Buy" one?
Yes. Because you're in the mood. You're singing the song. You're singing along to the song. It's a catchy song. Then all of a sudden it gets to you. Dude, I can't sing out loud. Oh, I feel like I'm bi. It's. Do you know what I mean? And I have no problem with anyone. Dude, this is not about people being gay or anything. I have no problem with them at all. I'm just saying that line just didn't make sense. Like, it just, I don't know why he said it. I don't know if you really should joke about, like, you're being bi.
I mean, the point of the song is pretty clear.
Yeah.
You don't know why he says that line in the song?
No, I get it. I think that should have just never been said.
Okay.
But dude, that is the only line I think, you in the review talking about fucking 10 other lines that were all fire, bro. This shit with the Shakespeare, just stop. Dude, if Kendrick said that, you would be literally fucking shitting your pants, bro. Stop.
Kendrick would not say that. Like, that's too simple and silly of a fucking bar. But listen.
Sure.
I feel like that line is on the level of, like, girl, you're a lesbian, me too.
No, because that's actually like a funny thing. Like, that's funny.
So in the car, you'll rap that you'll sing along that you're a lesbian, but you won't sing along that you're bi?
Dude, because that's like, yeah, it's fun. Like, the bi thing is just, there's no joke there. You're just literally being like, I think I'm bi.
There's obviously a joke there.
Yeah, no, but it's not like, I don't know how to explain it, bro.
I'm seriously saying he's bi.
He's not saying, I know he's not saying he's bi, but he put in one of the most catchy parts of the song. Like, if you're singing along, you're gonna accidentally be like, I think I'm bi. Like, that's my issue with the song. That's my only issue with the song.
Are you just saying that you're never mind.
Dude, never
what
mind. Dude, what?
I'm just saying, are you just like, are you just afraid that of what it's going to mean if you are you afraid that it's going to manifest and you're actually going to feel bi because you say the line?
Dude, see this? Okay, bro, nice, man, nice. I don't know how you just turned that into that, but okay, cool, bro.
It just feels like it's coming from a bit of like an insecure place. That's all I'm saying.
What? What are you, dude? If a guy said they're a lesbian, there's no way to misconstrue that. That's obviously impossible to be a lesbian.
Oh, wait,
if a dude says out loud they're bi, what are you talking about?
By yourself. Nobody's there, like, popping up out of the backseat being like, hey, I heard you say you're bi.
First of all, I was not by myself in the car, so you're wrong, okay?
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is, like, how is it going to get misconstrued with who? Nobody else is there. You're just singing it in the car.
I'm not saying it's going to get misconstrued. Like, someone's going to hear me saying it and be like, oh my God, dude, you're bi now. That's not what I'm saying, dude. I'm just saying that it's just not a thing I want to sing along to, bro. I can have that opinion. I just don't.
Just
like, dude, there's a couple songs that what's the dude? Fuck. The dude who twerks on the devil.
Lil Nas X?
Yeah, like there's a couple songs I like some of his songs, but then there's some like I'm not gonna sing along. Same with Frank Ocean. There's some Frank Ocean songs where he's literally talking about getting bent over and shit, bro. I'm not gonna sing along.
There's other queer artists and rap artists out there, like, you know, there's Brockhampton songs where they reference sucking, where it's guys
That's
rapping
why I'm
about,
not
like,
gonna sing along to that, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, like, straight dudes do. It's not a big deal.
Dude, wait. How did you just try to say that this is coming from a place of insecurity, but you just agreed that there's multiple songs that's like have sus lines in it that people are not gonna like want to just be fucking, you know, yelling out loud, bro. What?
No. What I'm saying. Well, first off, there's nothing sus about a guy sucking dick. That's just something some guys doing. That's fine.
Wait.
One.
You said it's not sus to suck a dick?
Well, sus means suspect. What is suspect about sucking a dick? That's just something somebody might want to do.
Okay, so that's full. Okay. Now we're getting into a conversation that's like crossing like a lot of line. I feel there's people getting uncomfortable in the chat.
Well, listen, there's nobody uncomfortable in my chat. Everybody's kind of chill.
Let me
There's
pull
some
your
dick
chat
suckers
up right now. Okay, I'm going to read a couple of your comments in the chat. Heath Ledger with some dreads? What the fuck is that comment?
That's a Brockhampton lyric.
This guy is a clown and closeted clearly. So now you've got your fans saying shit like that. This is what I mean, bro. This is literally like, this is why I said I don't want to sing this fucking song, bro.
So someone in chat just said that Los might be a lesbian.
Listen, bro. At the end of the day, all I was trying to say with that is just, yeah, there are certain, like, would you, okay, are you singing along to saying that you're sucking cocks? Like, do you sing along to that?
If I think it's a catchy lyric,
all right, okay, fine, okay, that's fine.
Okay, listen. I'm not crazy about the track either. But
no,
not only
like
because
I think
that line is a little corny, sure. But like on top of it, I just don't get what the fuck he's complaining about on the song, because like it seems like he's unhappy about the fact this girl is like cool with all his dogs and she's too gangy, and like to him that means like she's like a guy, and I think that's kind of like a really stupid way to look at gender. And like, you know, I mean, it's like, you know, wouldn't you personally love it if like a girl was like cool with your guy friends and it was like chill to have her around with like your dude friends?
I mean,
like everybody just gets along.
Yeah, no. The getting along is fine, but I don't know if I would like. It's tough, bro, because I didn't. So wait. Explain what you're saying, because I didn't get that from when I heard it. You're saying that
he's like literally saying that she's too gangy and she's too down with the guys, and you know, and again, he feels like he's bi because you're one of the guys, girl. And he has like, it seems like he has an issue with her not sort of, I don't know, being in this separate.
You know what?
Girl
No. And this is something that a lot of people can relate to and agree with. Like, they don't want their girl to be too buddy, friendly with other guys. Like, and I.
It's like with his guy friends.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, people think like people don't want their girl to be so buddy, even with their best friends. And
but like,
that's what?
Like, as long as they're just friends and that's it. What does it matter?
Because dude, it's like that's my girl. Like, I don't even want her. I don't want someone to be able to have that like with her. Like, I just want that's with me only. I think that's what he's kind of saying. And it's not an insecure thing, because people are typing misogyny, insecure. I don't know what you're talking about. It's just, dude, my girl is for me. She's not for everyone else. You're not gonna go have fun with my girl and go fucking go do shit. The fuck is this? Unless
you're talking about going out, not with him or anything.
Well, it's just like you're being too buddy-buddy. You're being too friendly. Don't be too friendly with them. You could be cool with them. Don't be too friendly with these guys. I don't like that shit. I don't like
Okay,
that.
but also, like, do you feel like that line that you don't like on the track is also, like, describing her behavior? Is she acting too much like a guy or something by being friends with his guy friends?
I don't know what the fuck you meant on that line. I don't even want to.
Is that an issue too that people can relate to?
I'm trying to think if maybe there's like friend groups or people where it's like you. I really don't. I honestly that's why I said that it's not just the line itself. It's I don't even know what that even means, to be honest. So I don't know. I mean, obviously I know what it means. It's like, oh, I like you, but you're like one of the guys, so I feel bi. Like I get it, but like, listen, I don't think it's should be looked into that deeply, to be honest.
Well, you know, what did you think about What Would Pluto Do?
Okay. What would Pluto do? Top 3, bro. Top 3. Legit top 3.
It's top 3 in your top 10.
This is one of the most catchy Drake songs in recent memory. If I could change something with the song, I would just get more of the okay shit throughout the song. But I still like the question is, well, Pluto, fuck that bitch. I like that part. And I think I think that's also funny. It's like, what would, like, Future's known for just like, you know, I like it. I mean, I really like, what do you think?
I think it's a little cringe at a few points, honestly.
God damn it, bro. God.
Like he's talking about it like he really looks up to Future. Like, what would my buddy Future do? You know, and then he's like, it's just like sort of seems like a weird insecure validation kind of thing. Like he thinks Future's a really cool guy and he wants to be more like him. And then there's that other part where he talked about like dropping Cialis.
in his liquid,
yeah. Madonna's a baby sister, like that's fucking weird, man.
Okay, hold on. The Cialis and the drink shit, you know what that is. You definitely know what that is, all right? And then the
Wait, I definitely know what is.
What happened?
I definitely know what is.
You definitely know what that means, bro.
Definitely know what means.
I think it's like an erectile dysfunction type shit. I don't even know.
Well, I know what it is. Like it's not a secret. Like what are you trying to say? I know what it is. Like are you trying to say I've taken Cialis? Like my dick doesn't work?
Listen, bud, I'm not gonna say that in so many words, but you get. Oh, but you are gonna say that. You're giving those vibes.
I'm giving vibes that I take Cialis.
A couple Cialis.
I'll have you know.
Oh, dude, you're insecure. You're insecure, dude. See, like, what? You can't just yell out a fucking thing and then call someone insecure.
Well, I think the looking up to Future bit is insecure. I just think the Cialis part is kind of like a weird flex.
I mean, dude, you gotta look at it like this. You know, he's friends with Future. Future's one of the. I said this to someone the other day. Do you think that's something
Future? Did Future teach him to get a Cialis prescription?
No. But hold on. This is. Let me finish this thought before we. I said the other day, I'm like, yo, I think Future's one of the best rappers ever. I think I think number-wise and, like, hits and, like, how long he's been around, I think he's one of the best. Is that a crazy thing to say? I know your rap knowledge is not great, but I'm just saying in general, what's your opinion on that?
I wouldn't agree that he's one of the best ever, but, like, what are you trying to say ultimately here?
What do you mean?
Well, are you bringing this up to make a point?
I am bringing this up to make a point. My point is this: you're friends with one of the biggest rappers ever, right? He's a cool guy, right? Oh yeah, that's my boy. Oh, what will Future do? It's like you're saying it about your boy. Like, all right, what will he do? He's fucking this girl, so I'm gonna do it. That's basically what he's saying. He's not saying, "Oh my God, I look up to him so much." I don't get that from the song. I think it's just like
I think it comes with like a serious kind of reverence, because I mean usually that phrase is like, you know, what would Jesus do, that sort of thing. You're sort of like throwing Future there in place of it. You know,
Well,
not that I think he's looking at Future like a religious figure, but I think it's coming from a place of like similar reverence.
Well, you know, I think when it comes to getting girls and whatever Future does, I mean, you see the history, all the baby mamas, whatever, right? This dude gets ass, right? So in some ways, maybe he is.
He can't keep it though.
But in some ways, he is kind of the a god of getting ass. So he is kind of being like a what would Jesus do? Yeah, what would Future do? He's you know what I mean? So anyway.
Okay. Well, top 3 on the album for you. All right, all the parties. You were talking about this track earlier. What did you want to say about it with Chief Keef?
Yeah, so with this one first of all, I really like. I like the whole thing. Chief Keef's part didn't like. I would love to have heard Chief Keef on like a harder beat and like them rapping and shit and him saying some crazy shit. But instead, we kind of got like a singing Chief Keef for like 20 seconds, which I don't mind. Like I don't think it's bad. I just think if you have Chief Keef in a song, you should do, more or at least like what he did with Yeet, like a Yeet type of song. Do a Chief Keef kind of song. But again, I don't have a problem with it because the whole song to me is good. So, what do you think about that one?
I think the song starts pretty strong, but then it ends bad. Like, I like Drake's intro. I like Chief Keef's part, even though maybe it's not the type of vibe that I would expect Chief Keef on. But, like, I feel like since he initially kind of broke with, like, his early mixtapes and stuff, he's done a lot of weird experimental stuff that a lot of fans aren't necessarily clued into. So I'm, like, not surprised to hear him trying something different on a Drake track. I guess the issue that I have with the track is, like, immediately after Chief Keef does his thing, Drake repeats the same refrain right after, but then with the beat slowed down. And then after that, he just like kind of trails off into a sung part that doesn't fucking go anywhere. And it's like, what's going on? Like, shouldn't this like bring it back to that catchy intro and then we get Chief Keef again? And then like, like you said, maybe we get more of him or something. So it seems like a more proper feature. But instead it just like kind of trails off into...
It just feels like your problem, and you've done this many times. It's like the 4th time we talked about this. If Drake does a song that's textbook like verse hook, you have the same problem with that him doing a song where it's kind of not what's the word not normal traditional. No, what the fuck is the word? Fuck. Why am I not structured? No. Fuck it. Conventional. That's what I was trying to think of. Do you know what I mean? Like, if he does a non-conventional song, you still have a problem with it.
Listen, I know what you mean, but here's the thing. I don't think Drake is good at it. I don't think Drake is good at making unconventional song structures. I don't think, like, because the moment that he changes some stuff, like, usually that's when the momentum goes downhill and it gets really fucking boring. There are some artists that I think are good at it. I think Travis Scott's really good at it. And to bring it back to Drake, I thought the track that they did together, Meltdown, on Utopia, was really good. All the switches on that were solid. It felt like there was a lot of hype and... interesting shit, edge of your seat shit happening as we move from moment to moment. But when Drake tends to change over and over on these tracks that have a weirder song structure, it's like we downgrade to a more boring part, and then we downgrade to another boring part, and then we downgrade to an even more boring part.
But that's where we disagree, because that's just your opinion of you saying it's boring when people think it's great.
At the end of the day, this is all my opinion. It's all just opinion. But I just, listen, there are other artists out there that do these kind of beat switches and these non-conventional song structures. I just don't think Drake's great at it.
I disagree, and I'll come up with examples, because there are a lot of songs that don't follow a traditional thing that are great Drake songs, bro. I mean, when you say traditional,
I mean, maybe you got an intro and it's verse, chorus, verse, bridge. Maybe you come back to the chorus again at the very finish, or there's an outro. I mean, that's pretty traditional.
Hey, what do you...
There's songs on this record like that have more traditional structure.
This is off topic too, but I want to hear your opinion on this, because I don't know if I've asked you. What do you think about the album Views?
We've talked about this before, no?
I don't know. I don't remember what you said.
I'm not crazy about it.
I think that's another one.
I like this album more than Views.
I think that you need to. You fuck what I said about Chance the Rapper. You need to listen to Views.
Go back and listen to Views.
You need to go back and listen to Views, bro. You have to, bro.
Also, how could you? Like, to me, Views was disappointing, and it couldn't be anything else other than disappointing because it came after If You're Reading This Is Too Late.
Man.
That record is at least twice as good as that record.
Oh my god, dude! Views has so many. There's so many like highlights on Views. It's kind of crazy, bro.
Yeah, now I'm having flashbacks. We have talked about this. Let's move on.
Okay. Next.
Now we have talked about this. Yeah. All right. All the parties. All right. So 8 a.m. in Charlotte. You both love this one, right?
8 a.m. in Charlotte. To me, that is one of his best. Those time stamp Drake songs.
Time location type track.
Yes, this is one of his best. This song for me, this is number 1 or number 2 for real on the album for me.
Okay, no, I think it's great. Production's great.
Yeah.
Bars are great. Love that Domination Kinky bar too. I thought Drake was funny on this track. He was charismatic on this track.
Yeah.
The shots were cute. Just everything about the track was really entertaining. And like you said, I think it's one of his best songs with that type of Drake title formula. And it like blows the Bridal Path track off of CLB out of the water. I think it's great.
What was that one called?
7 a.m. Bridal Path.
Yeah. Yeah, when I first heard the 7 a.m. on Bridal Path, I didn't even think that should have been one of those time Drake songs. I think another song on there, I'm forgetting the name, should have been, but it's fine. I mean, I like CLB. I know you have issues with CLB, but I still like CLB.
Yeah. Okay, so well, here's an interesting one. What did you think of BBL Love?
BBL Love, I like to see this every once in a while from Drake. Just, it's he's like, kind of like you said, like he's taking the pit, whatever. Like he's like joking. Yeah. Like you're not supposed to take it so serious. That's why I like that he added interlude on it. Because I feel like if they didn't say interlude, I think people would be kind of clowning the song.
Right. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. I think it's being funny. I think it's a funny track. He's just being preposterous on it.
He's being it's ridiculous. Can I feel it? Can I feel it? Like it's funny.
Yeah, no, it is a funny one, and just kind of a little bar about like you don't know real love, just like a fake ass until you feel it.
I think in a way, also too, it could be one of the saddest songs in the album. Disguised.
In a weird way, you're absolutely right.
Because he's literally out loud being like, "Can I feel it? Can I feel it? Like I want to feel the real love."
I wanted to feel it on my Bahamas trip.
Okay, all right.
All right. Okay, this next one's got to be one of my least favorite tracks on the record. Bottom 3 for me. Bottom 3. Gently.
Yeah.
Do you have any strong feelings on this one?
As
a fellow Italiano.
First of all,
soprano.
The song basically starts at 1:30 because Drake does like an intro for like 40 seconds.
Sure.
So you tell me Drake and Bad Bunny 1 minute and 30 seconds? Dude, that's got to be longer. And it's got to have that structure like the song Nia has. And like, it's got to have... Dude, you do that with Drake and Bad Bunny, that's a hit, bro. And this still might... Dude, people love Bad Bunny, people love Drake. This still might be a hit. And from, the 30-second point on, I like that part. I don't know. This is another one that seemed like two different songs, kind of, because of the intro part.
Yeah, well, once it got going, it was better.
Yeah.
But like the intro's just terrible, and it's a non-starter for me. I just can't. I just think he sounds silly on it.
But that's like you being biased, though. That is you being biased.
It's not, because no other fucking artist does that shit.
Does what?
And gets away with it, and thinks they sound cool doing it.
He's speaking Spanish.
Like he's doing this silly accent.
You want him to have a Toronto accent while speaking Spanish? That'll sound horrible.
But no, this sounds horrible.
Dude, I've been learning Italian. You need to put an accent on your words when you can't speak like American in Italian. It doesn't work.
Okay. But the thing is, like, I'm sure. Okay, you know what? Say a sentence in Italian. Any sentence in Italian.
You're putting me on a spot right now. It's gonna sound bad. I can't roll my tongue yet. Just relax.
Just say a sentence in Italian.
Okay. Okay. I'm not that far along.
Okay, just say any sentence in Italian.
I don't have a sentence, dude.
Say a phrase.
Como.
Literally, just one word, really?
Oh, what the fuck? Damn, I just watched Equalizer 3 yesterday. Fuck, man. I don't know.
Christ. Do I have to Google a fucking Italian phrase here to illustrate my point?
No, you're telling me to do it. You make the point. Say an Italian phrase, and I want to hear how you sound.
Unless I have... Okay. All right, hold on a second. Hold on. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. What is your name? Come si chiama? Come si chiama? I could say that to any Italian person and they would know what the fuck I was saying.
Yeah, but you sound nerdy though.
What do you mean I sound wordy?
No, you sound nerdy.
Okay, it doesn't matter if I sound fucking nerdy. They would understand what I'm saying.
Yeah,
okay?
But it doesn't sound cool though.
There's a difference between me saying "Come si chiama" to an Italian guy and saying "Come si chiama."
Okay, well that's racist. That's racist.
What the fuck doing on that song?
You don't know weird ass Mario and Luigi.
When you speak, well, that's how fucking Drake sounds on the fucking song.
Drake sounds like Mario and Luigi.
Spanish. You can speak Spanish without going sopranos, italianos. Like fuck you. That's so clownish. That's ridiculous. Okay, you don't
what, dude?
You can say phrases in other languages without doing a cartoonish accent.
Dude, honestly, bro, you sound xenophobic.
No, that's the exact.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know what xenophobic means. I saw it on Twitter today.
What the fuck? What the absolute fuck? What the fuck?
I really don't know what that. But still, dude, it sounded like you were being xenophobic.
This is gonna get clipped so fucking hard. Like you understand that, right?
It just sounded okay. Fine, I don't care. We're having an honest opinion, honest conversation. Anyway, what were you saying? Let's get back on track.
I was saying you could speak in other languages without doing a cartoonish accent is all I'm saying.
Dude, listen, I agree with you, but I think you're exaggerating on how much he was exaggerating, bro.
That's what he fucking sounds like on the song.
No, matter of fact, yo, play the beginning. Play it. I want to hear it. Play the beginning. I want to hear this.
I don't think you can hear what I'm playing.
No, so I can. I heard it before. I heard it.
Okay.
My G, TTK, VIP with her baño. Baby Maurice from Casablanca.
Baby Maurice from Casablanca. Like, get the fuck out of here.
But he's also singing, though. He's singing.
That's not how Drake talks.
But he's singing.
But that's not how he sings either.
Yeah, because he's speaking Spanish now.
Just because you speak Spanish doesn't mean that you need to start going up into your nose and singing like this. Like, that's not fucking necessary.
Listen, bud. Listen, I'm not taking singing lessons from you. I'm just telling you what it is, dude. Okay? And I don't think you're at any liberty or anything to give Drake fucking singing lessons.
Okay. All right.
Anyway.
I live like Sopranos, Italianos. I've been El Chico for...
Okay, whatever.
And guess what? And all the Spanish, all the Bad Bunny fans, they're going to eat this up and they're going to love it because guess what? He's speaking their language. He's speaking it.
All right. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever.
But no, once you get past that part and then when Drake comes in, I like that part. Bad Bunny, but I wish it was a more back and forth. I wish there was a hook. I just, you have two big artists on a thing. Like, I want to see, I don't know. I want to see more.
Moving on from there.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on Rich Baby Daddy?
Rich Baby Daddy's a banger, bro.
I agree. It's a banger.
It really, honestly, no, all jokes aside, it really is a banger. And I even like it to the point of the outro when he's like, the dog days are over. I even like that, bro. But the actual song, Sexy Red going crazy on a hook. Then you got Drake come in, Sexy Red again. Then you got SZA come in. I mean, dude, to me, it's a banger. It's going to be played at parties, clubs, bar. Like, people are going to shake their fucking ass. You know what I mean?
It's a party track. It's a party track. It's unhinged. It's very entertaining. It's wild. It's a wild track.
That's like a Kiki song. That's like a Do You Love Me song. Like that's really, it's one of those.
But even crazier. It's Sexy Red kind of makes the song insane.
She kind of made it unplayable on the radio a little bit.
I mean, maybe, but nobody's worried about radio play in 2023.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. The last three tracks on the record, honestly, for me, are just like totally boring. Totally boring.
I mean, and that makes sense coming from you. That makes sense.
It does make sense coming from me. But I mean, to me, the Lil Yachty track adds little to nothing. Away From Home, I get the concept. Looking back, we're going to the past, we're walking down memory lane, we're going over all these various things that have happened to bring me to this point. But like, what the fuck is with the Esperanza Spalding shit? Like, what? Like, where the fuck was that coming from?
So, I don't know who that is.
She's a jazz bass player and singer, and all the more reason for that shot to not make any fucking sense. Because if you're Drake's core fan base and you have no fucking idea why he even brought her up, like, why mention her by name to throw a shot at her anyway?
What if she did something fucked up to him?
He would have said so on the track.
I don't think so.
All seemingly, according to the narrative of the song, all she did was win an award that he didn't get.
Wait, what?
You didn't notice this part of the track?
It's not that I didn't notice it, but what I'm saying is there's no way that the only thing...
Well, I don't think Drake really messes with anybody in the jazz scene. Like, I don't know how much Drake has to do with anybody in that world.
Well, first of all, hold on, wait. Before we kind of glazed over Another Late Night. That's a catchy song. I love the hook, Another Late Night with My Bitch. Yeah, Lil Yachty comes in and does his Lil Yachty shit, but that's Lil Yachty, bro. It's a unique sound.
I like the beat on the track. I just don't think it's that interesting of a song, generally.
But when you say interesting, right?
Yeah.
How many songs on the album Damn are interesting?
Damn's not my favorite record, but I mean, listen, that's not even a point of comparison. Listen, I think it's a song that's trying to be a fun song.
Yeah.
But like, I just don't think it's that fun. Rich Baby Daddy is fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Another Late Night is that fun of a song.
Okay.
I just think I think it's pretty low impact, especially compared to the song I just came before it.
I mean, listen, we'll agree, disagree. I think it's a fun song. I like listening to it in the car.
We know the car is where you like listening to it.
I mean, yeah, I have no I really have no complaints. At first, I was like, the Lil Yachty, but then I was like, dude, I kind of like it. So now I fuck with it.
Well, either way, I just find it really odd that Drake is on the Away From Home track.
Yeah.
He seems like, almost kind of like upset that he had to deal with some obstacles to get to where he is, when, like, I feel like that's the point of getting to place in life where you can be proud of the success that you had. Would he have rather just everything to get to the point where he is now just be easy? Then there'd be nothing to brag about. There'd be no tension. There'd be no story. There'd be no nothing.
What he's saying throughout the whole thing is that he remembers. A lot of other people don't remember, and a lot of people just see Drake as, oh, you're just Drake. You're the...
Well, I know he remembers. I'm just saying, like, in the context that he brings some of the stuff up, it just seems like he's kind of bitter about some of it, and it's like, I just don't get why.
I mean, we're talking about struggles he went through in life and shit. Of course he's gonna... It's not gonna be the best fucking memories. I mean, the times you were struggling are good memories.
At this point, those struggles are seemingly over. He's successful now. He is now reaping the benefits of everything that he's done. So I just don't see the reason why some of these things come up in a bitter context in the way that they do, especially some fucking jazz bass player that, like, won an award that he didn't get however many fucking years ago. What the fuck does it even matter?
But I saw you also say...
He's at the point now where, as he says on the record and on one point, that he uses a Grammy as a doorstop. So, like, what the fuck would one more award that he could have gotten so many years ago even matter to him at this point?
Listen, I get that. I don't really even care about the... Do you care about Grammys? I don't think they're... I don't even think that they're actually, like...
I mean, I don't, but I'm just sort of wondering why Drake does in this instance. You know, and look, I'll say generally, this is one of, like, many random shots throughout the record that just seem like kind of corny and bad taste because they're just kind of unnecessary. Like the random shot at the weekend on Members Only as well, for example.
But you're saying it's random, but who knows?
Let's be fucking real on that part of the track. Like, the bitches are playing The Weeknd way fucking more than they're playing Party Next Door.
Dude,
like, I don't know where the fuck Drake is hanging out where the women are exclusively playing Party Next Door over the weekend. That's just not fucking happening.
You know, I'm not going to argue, because I like The Weeknd's music, okay? I'm not going to argue and try to do this, okay?
You're not going to argue because there's no fucking argument.
There is dude, first of all, there is no argument for that.
Drake is just literally making that up.
But I don't think that that's what he said.
No, that is literally what he said.
No, I think you're reading it the wrong way.
What did he say then?
So, like, you had the lyrics pulled up? Read the lyric.
I will pull them up right now.
All right, because
and I've read them a few times.
What I gathered was that it was not a shot at the weekend.
My bitches playing P&D in there. The shorties don't listen to the weekend.
He says his bitches are playing P&D in them. Those shorties don't listen to Weekend. Is what he says.
I think he's describing a certain type of girl.
What the fuck is the type of girl?
The type of girl that bumps P&D versus the type of girl who listens to The Weeknd, which is more mainstream shit. It's a type of girl. It's a girl who likes music, like who is into music. That kind of whatever. That's the line. I don't think he's insulting The Weeknd because The Weeknd and him are the same as far as stardom. So it's like insulting yourself, bro. Because he's mainstream.
But the thing is, haven't they had like a bit of like a silent beef thing going on?
Dude, I don't know, and I wish there wasn't because
like since Take Care, because they worked together at that point, but then it kind of split off.
Dude, honestly, bro, I really don't. I wish this. I don't know. I mean, obviously we don't know, but I wish that they would make a song. I think it would be great. I mean, they already did make a great song.
I think there's a reason they haven't been. But like, look, ultimately, the point I'm trying to make here is that, you know, it seems like, and there are many points on the record, you know, where Drake is talking about like settling beef and being silent about beef and like not wanting to be in the midst of beef, but he's simultaneously throwing fucking out shots at fucking everybody. Everybody's getting a fucking shot, even people who he hasn't had anything to do with in years. He's just throwing shot at everybody, and yet also he's like, well, I don't like beef. I don't want to beef too much, guys.
Where does he say that?
He says, even on 8 a.m. in Charlotte, he's like, oh, we're settling the beef is so quiet.
No, okay, that's not the line. You obviously went over your head.
No. The lines on Drake's on this record is not going over my head.
Dude.
There are points on the record, and on many records, where Drake is actively talking about how he's not trying to beef or start any drama and so on and so forth. but yet he's also just throwing out shots at people that don't deserve it.
How can you say who deserves it or not? You don't know what's happened behind the scenes. What if the Weeknd snaked Drake?
What the fuck could Esperanza Spalding have done to Drake?
You don't know, dude. She could have fucked his best friend. Who knows? Drake could have liked her, and she could have fucked her friend.
Fucked his best friend. And even if she fucked his best friend, oh Jesus
dude,
Christ.
she could have fucked Chubbs.
You're fucking unhinged. He says, 4 Grammys to my name, 100 nominations. Esperanza Spalding was getting all the praises. I'm trying to keep it humble. I'm trying to keep it gracious. Who give a fuck? Michelle Obama put you on her playlist? Are you? Did Michelle Obama fuck his friend too? So
First
he's
of
like,
all,
fuck
the
you.
Michelle Obama line. Nah, the Michelle Obama line could apply to a lot of different people.
But still, it's like
it's not. I
so
don't think
bitter that, like, you made it on Michelle Obama's playlist. Well, who cares? Like what? Like, what do you care?
Obviously, something happened, dude. Use your melon head, you bastard. Think about it.
Listen, here's the thing. And this is the problem with Drake fans, with a lot of y'all. Okay, just because something you guys are like, something's gonna happen. Just because something happens doesn't mean you need to get in your feelings about it and then write a silly bar about it and put it in a song.
But
like,
listen, if you were Drake, though, that's what you do, though. That's why we like Drake. He's real. He says what's actually going on, bro. He's not hiding shit.
No, he is, apparently, because we have to make up stuff happening behind the scenes in order for silly bars like this to make sense.
Bro,
if he wasn't hiding anything, then he'd tell us everything that drove him to write this bar, but he's not. He's just writing it, and it just seems really bitter and silly.
Dude, and listen, this is another, because as soon as I said the word hiding, oh yeah, we're going to say the Pusha T jokes, which nobody cares about Pusha T in 2023. Nobody cares. That's fine. Kanye gave him that fucking album. That's fine, right? Dude, this is what I got to say about this shit, all right? If you actually cared to get the facts straight, because you're like in some fucked up way a journalist, right? If you care to get the facts straight, you would know that Drake, during that whole shit where Pusha T said the shit, whatever, you would know, dude, that the DNA sample was lost in transit, okay? This is well documented. Look it up. He didn't have a confirmation that it was his kid, all right? It was up in the air.
Wait a second. Did you think that I didn't initiate this topic?
No, you didn't initiate. I'm reading the chat, and I'm getting pissed off.
Okay, I'm not telling my chat what to say, and you're talking to me about how I'm a journalist, but you're bringing up the Pusha T thing. I didn't initiate Pusha T as a topic.
No, but you did it you did it like with sleight of hand. I know your ways, bro. What are you talking about? I know your dude. Come on, I know your ways, bro.
I initiated the Pusha T topic with a sleight of hand,
dude. And at the end of the day, too, I want to bring this point up too, because you may or may not have seen this, but I find it really funny, bro, that Kanye is nowhere to be found for fucking months, years, whatever, right? All of a sudden, Drake's about to drop. Now, all of a sudden, there's fucking leaked documentary footage and all this shit of Kanye saying he gave all these people their albums, he did all this shit. Dude, that was propaganda. That was spewed, and I don't know what kind of weird shit's going behind the scenes, but it was a tactic that I think Kanye used to get some like attention away from Drake, which goes back to my original point that, like, dude, at the end of the day, bro, like, Drake is the go to this shit, and all these other people are scared, bro. All these other people, Kanye said he was scared and made a fucking album with Jay-Z and teamed up, bro. And you were saying all the other rappers didn't like him. That's why he's the GOAT, bro.
I mean, I don't have any opinion about the Kanye leaks, honestly. I mean, I think they're strategic. I mean, I don't know how much of them are driven by Drake. I think a lot of it may have more to do with him trying to, like, make people forget about all the Nazi stuff. There's also that. But no, I mean, I agree that that was planned either way, but I don't know how much it has to do with this record directly. This, but anyway.
Yeah. My fault.
I'm just not crazy about some of the shots on this track and some of the bitter framing. I mean, listen, conceptually, I wouldn't mind a Drake song where he goes back to the past and honestly, sets the record straight on a lot of stuff that frankly, requires restating, given that there are dudes out there like Joe Budden who are like, yeah, back in the day, Drake was rapping for the rappers, when that wasn't true. Yeah. When that wasn't true. It would be great to have a Drake track that just kind of gives a simple history and is honest about that stuff and just true about that stuff and doesn't need to fucking start beef with a random fucking jazz bass player out of the fucking blue for no reason. There's bigger fish to fry. Because, again, to that point, as you said earlier, you didn't know the fuck she was. So it's like, what does it even matter?
I mean, I think that also is the same thing. Like, who cares, dude? He's throwing shots out. Do something about it.
But he's putting it out there as content in the music, and I'm just talking about it because it's in there.
Yeah. I mean, listen, you might think it's a random shot and, like, mean, but is it not facts, though? No one knows who that is, bro.
Is what facts? There's nothing factual about it. He's just mad that she won an award that he didn't get.
I'm saying no one knows who she is, okay? No one cares who Michelle Obama puts on a playlist. Yeah, it's mean, but it's still facts, though. Dude, you're not listening to Michelle Obama's hits of the month. You don't give a fuck about that.
Some people are.
Dude, if you're taking, who the fuck is listening to a Michelle Obama playlist, bro?
I am. There are people out there who are different than you and I that would probably take Michelle Obama's music picks seriously, and that's fine.
Or you dead ass okay. No, okay, that's fine, bro. No one cares about that shit. It's mean. It is mean, but I thought that you liked when rap was mean and people threw shots.
Right, yeah. Actually, someone in chat says, Los knows zero moms. Yeah, there's probably some moms out there fucking with the Michelle Obama playlist. Okay, moms deserve music too.
Okay. So, again, a guy in the chat who's saying, I know zero moms because he's still having play dates. That's fine, bro. That's fine, bro.
Maybe he just picks up a lot of MILFs. You don't know that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a fucking MILF hunter in the chat right now, bro.
Maybe there is. Maybe there's 3 or 4. Maybe there's a few bi people as well.
Listen, that's fine. And I have no problem with any bi people.
Well, I'll sing the line from the Drake song in solidarity with all the bi people.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, let me tell you this though. And I want your opinion, but I know it doesn't really, it's biased, but right now, this is Rap Album of the Year.
Okay, yeah, you can say that. All right, so what?
Well, do you disagree?
you I disagree with that.
Well, okay, so what is then?
What is the Rap Album of the Year?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say, but there's at least several albums of rap albums that I would take over this. Probably the Travis Scott record, probably the Danny Brown.
Stop! You don't like the Travis Scott record, bro?
No, I do like the Travis. What do you mean? I don't. Are you just telling me I don't like it?
You don't like it like that, bro.
Like it like what? I like it more. All I said was I like it more than the Drake record, which I do.
I just think that I like Travis Scott. I like Astro World. Utopia. Utopia to me sounded like it was like trying to sound like a Kanye album. Like half the songs. So it just I don't know.
Travis usually wears his influence on his sleeve. He's had songs from his past records that sound like Kid Cudi songs. It's.
And again, I don't want people to say I'm saying that the album's not good. It's good. I think that For All the Dogs is great. But
also the new Arm & Hammer record, We Buy Diabetic Test Strips. I think that's been a rap record. But
what was it called?
You don't know the fuck these artists are.
What did you say that was called?
We Buy Diabetic Test Strips.
So you think you're cool for knowing some underground shit?
I did not say that I'm cool. I just said those are albums that I prefer, but you haven't even heard them, so it doesn't even matter.
You think this is did you like Lil Uzi's album?
Not more than the Drake record, no.
I'm glad you said that. Okay. Someone said...
No, yeah, definitely not more than the Drake record.
Diabetes Test Strips.
They're called Arm & Hammer, like the baking soda.
Oh yeah, let me hear your rap album of the year. Hold on.
Oh god.
Snake and hash quarter to stretch it, forbidden fruit plucked out.
Okay. Anyway. Yeah, so then I think with the Drake album, just what do you think? Polar Opposites, last track.
I mean, listening to it was a little bit tedious, but honestly, like, I liked that it sort of tied up a lot of the themes with the toxic relationship stuff. So it does kind of, puts a bow on the whole thing. Kind of feels like an ending to the story in a way.
Yeah. So I mean, I now I see what you're saying about the second half. Like, you like the first half more, like before 8 a.m. Because you basically are shitting on most of these songs after 8 a.m.
Yeah.
So if the album ended at 8 a.m., would you have rated it higher?
I mean, yeah, probably on average, because I mean, it would make an overall better average for the songs, altogether.
Man.
There'd be less songs on there I don't like. Maybe by the end of it, I would be wondering, like, were we supposed to come to some kind of conclusion with this toxic relationship? But if it meant not being subjected gently, then maybe it would have been for the better.
Can I be honest with you, bro?
Well, be as honest with me as you please.
I think that this 5 rating you gave is a cop-out, dude. I think you copped out. It was cheap, and I think that you'll regret it.
Because I should have given it a 10?
Listen, I'm not unreal. I'm not saying you're going to give shit 10 out of 10. I
Should've
know
given
it's better than Her Loss, and if you gave Her Loss a 6, it's got to be at least 7 or 8 for you, I'm saying.
I think Her Loss is more fun.
Really, bro?
Yeah.
But why? What? That's how you rate albums? Is how fun it is? Then why the fuck is that Kendrick album a fucking 10 out of 10?
Well, no, I don't think that's the only way that I rate albums, But I'm just saying that's why I enjoy it more. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, man, I really don't ever. I don't see if I'll ever be able to, like, get to you, bro. Like, I don't think that you.
Honestly, when it comes to you, I'm a lost cause. So I would just stop worrying about that.
Dude, there's got.
Look, let's double back to what I said earlier. When it comes to my ratings, and listen to me clearly, okay? Because what I'm saying is what I'm saying on a surface level. There's no other subtext or other implications other than what I am saying. When it comes to Drake records and my reviews of them, I think Drake fans, I'm only talking about Drake fans here. In terms of my reviews representing their opinions accurately, I think any review that I give, Drake fans should just add 3. Just add 3, and that's the actual score for a Drake fan.
So you're a certified hater boy, and this is what you do.
Certified hater boy.
This is what you do.
She said, see you later, boy.
If anyone listening to this that is a Drake fan that liked the album or whatever, if you think that I didn't argue good enough on some of these songs that I think are good that he doesn't think are good, dude, I'm not even going to waste my breath arguing like this, dude. Because I know these songs are fucking good, dude. And I know you give an album a 5, that means you're saying half the album's bad. Dude, half the album is not bad. Half the album is not mid. And I think that you need to go on a couple more drives and listen to this fucking album, bro. I'm dead ass.
That's fair. You can feel that.
And dude, it's just like a more open mind, and you'll enjoy more things, including Drake albums.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we had this talk.
I'm glad too. There was something else I was gonna say before.
What was it? Is it Fantano? Can you do something for me?
Dude, stop trying to get a TikTok, bro. Listen.
I don't think that's gonna. I don't care if that goes viral on TikTok. I just want to hear you say it.
Dude, now the byline's making sense to me, bro. All right. Now listen.
What are you talking about? That line's not fruity.
Listen. This is what I was gonna say. You had that situation go down where Drake DM'd you. Retrospectively, looking back, right? Do you like how that played out, or do you wish that went a different route?
I think it played out fine.
So you think making up fake conversations is like the way it should have went?
What would you rather I have done? Shared his DMs to the world?
No, maybe you I don't know, bro. Maybe have a civil conversation.
But he didn't start off the conversation civilly.
Yeah, but you didn't start off your review civilly, bro.
What do you mean? I didn't say anything about Drake's personal life or, in anything in terms of like.
Well, hold on. You have talked. You've like gone into his life.
Like, hey, you dated a certain woman like this, so I'm gonna rate you a light 1. Da 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 da.
Listen, man, it's called shit talk, bro. It's called talking shit, bro.
Okay, well, I mean, he shit talked, and I thought that I was well within my right to react to that however I wanted to, which was making up a silly conversation where he gave me a cookie recipe.
What? Like I'm just imagining you in the room, and you've like a whiteboard of like different. Okay, like maybe you're like weighing the pros and cons of different ways to go about. Like that's what I thought you were doing.
Accurate, but it's all just happening in my head. I don't have a whiteboard.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. What was another way that you were going to go about that if it wasn't a cookie recipe?
I thought it was going to be either a cookie recipe or... my plan was to either do cookie recipe or him DMing me asking for dating advice.
See, that would have been funny and actually unbelievable. The cookie thing seemed like it'd be like a weird troll, so it seemed kind of real.
No, I know. That was part of the reason that I think we went with the cookie recipe.
Oh, dude, you're sick. Yeah, you're demented. You're fucking demented, bro. You're actually sick in the fucking head. Dude, that's actually crazy, bro. Well, I'm glad we got to the bottom of that, because that's been on my mind.
Now, honestly, I think if I did it the other way, you still would have believed it. We'd still be having the same conversation.
Okay. Oh, my God, bro. I don't want the recipe. Sorry.
It's a good recipe. Some people have made it.
Okay. All right, bro. Listen, I gotta.
Are you gonna fucking say the rich flex line or not?
I'm not gonna say it right now, but I got you a gift. I need you to send me an address to send it to, because I got you something.
You got me something?
Something that you're gonna enjoy.
Is it a Drake shirt?
No, it's not. No.
Okay. Is it a cookie recipe?
No, but just promise me at some point when it does come, whether you're streaming a video, whatever, just show like what you got.
Is it another one of those nice green bags I saw on camera earlier that you had?
How dare you, bro?
I liked that bag. Is it going to come in that bag?
No, but you'll see. You'll see, dude. Don't spoil. You'll see.
Okay. All right, I'll let you know.
All right, bro.
All right, well, listen, you're the best. I'm glad we could have this conversation.
Yeah, in a weird way, same, bro.
You keep saying it's weird, but it's like completely not weird. Like we get along, we have a good rapport. There's a bit of sexual tension there. It's good. It's fine.
See, I knew the fucking byline. I'm out of here.
He left. He disappeared.
Oh wait, I wasn't on the Oh fuck, I should have went in the Discord.
Oh my god, holy Christ.
Fuck.
Oh my god. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. You said a bye thing. I'm out of here. I'm gone.